Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hulwah Pertiwi. My student ID number 220182110. I'm from K7 class. I want to explain I want to explain presentation about the material of semantics, and this presentation for final project examination of Introduction to Linguistic course. What is semantics? Semantics is the study of meaning in language. It deals with how words and sentences convey meaning and how that meaning is interpreted by speaker and listeners. Semantics is concerned with the relationship between language and the word and how language is used to represent and communicate information. The term semantics was introduced into English at the end of the 19th century. It was derived from French word. Semantics is the study of the meaning of words, phrase, or sentence in the language, or semantics is the study of the meaning of the language or the study of linguistic meaning. In linguistics, semantics is one of the major branches of study, along with syntax, or the study of sentence structure, and phonetics, or the study of speech sounds. Together, these fields form the foundation of our our understanding of language and how it works. What is meaning? Meaning is a fundamental concept in semantics. It refers to the relationship between words or sentences and the things they refer to or describe. Meaning can be thought of as the mental representation of the word that is conveyed through language. There are many different theories of meaning, but most agree that meaning is a complex and multidimensional phenomenon that involves both cognitive and social factors. Some of the key factors that contribute to meaning include context, intention, inference, and conventionality. Meaning can have several distinctions. There are some varieties of meanings: linguistic meaning and speaker meaning. Linguistic meaning consists of language meaning, idiomatic meaning, and dialect meaning. There are regional and social. The linguistic meaning of an expression is simply the meaning or the meaning of that expression in some form of language. An expression can mean something in one dialect of English that it does not mean in another. The matter is further complicated in that an expression can mean different things to different people within the same dialect. The version of the language that a particular person speaks is sometimes called that person's idiolect, and the idiolect meaning of a word can differ from one person to another. Speaker meaning consists of literal and non-literal. A speaker sometimes speaks literally, therefore means what the words mean, and sometimes speaks non-literally, therefore means something different from the words mean. Types of meaning in semantics. In semantics, there are several different types of meaning that are studied. These include lexical meaning, grammatical meaning, and pragmatic meaning. Lexical meaning refers to the meaning of individual words and how they relate to the concept they represent. Grammatical meaning, on the other hand, refers to the meanings that are conveyed by the structure and form of sentence. Finally, pragmatic meaning refers to the meanings that are inferred from context and situational factors such as tone of voice or social norms. There are 7 types of meaning in semantics. 1. Conceptual meaning means logical, cognitive, or deductive content. It is based on two structural principles: constructiveness and constituent structures. The lexical items, features, constituent structures are given, and other features which are not present constructively. structure are eliminated. 2. Connotative meaning means the communicative value an expression has by virtue of what it refers to. It is the meaning above the conceptual meaning and it may vary according to culture, background, or society. 3. Social meaning means what is communicated of the social circumstance of language use. It varies between groups, sex, social class, and cultures. 4. Affective meaning means what is communicated of the feelings and attitudes of the speaker or writer. This type of meaning is often explicitly conveyed through the conceptual or connotative content of the word used. 5. Reflected meaning means what is communicated through association with another sense of the same expression. This type of meaning can be seen when one sense of a word forms part of our response to another sense. 6. Collocative meanings mean the associated meaning a word occurs in line with the meaning of words which tend to occur with it. And the last 7, semantic meaning means what is communicated by the way in which this message in which the message is organized in terms of order, focus, and emphasis. It concerns itself with how the order of words spoken affect the meaning that is entailed. Semantics and dictionary entries. One of the practical applications of semantics is in the creation of dictionary entries. A dictionary entry typically includes information about the meaning of a word, including its definition, synonym, antonyms, and example of usage. Creating accurate and comprehensive dictionary entries requires a deep understanding of the semantic properties of words and how they relate to each other. This is why lexicographers, people who compile dictionaries, often have training in linguistics and semantics. Meaning as non-verbal condition response. Not all meaning in language is conveyed through words. Nonverbal communication such as facial expression, body language, and tone of voice can convey meaning as well. In fact, some studies suggest that nonverbal cues may play an even large role in communication than verbal cues. Nonverbal cues can also be conditioned response, meaning that they are learned associations between a particular cue and a particular meaning. For example, a smile might be associated with happiness or friendliness, while a frown might be associated with sadness or disapproval, meaning as imagery and verbal associative reactions. Another aspect of meaning in language is the way that words and phrases can evoke mental images or associations. For example, the word ocean might evoke image of waves, sand, or sea creatures, while the phrase apple pie might evoke memories of childhood or family gatherings. These mental image and associations are often culturally specific and may vary from person to person. They can also be influenced by personal experience and individual difference in cognitive processing. There are three levels or kind of process are related to the concept of meaning. The first one is representational meaning. Representational meaning refers to the availability in long-term memory of representations corresponding to text and to linguistic units. These hypothetical units can be described simply as verbal and imaginal representations. The second one is referential meaning. Referential meaning corresponds to reference or denotation in traditional theories of meanings. It implies a connection between imaginal and verbal representations. And the last one is associative meaning. Associative meaning refers to associations or hierarchy order structures within each system. These are composed of intraverbal associations on the one hand and compound image on the other. Conclusions. In conclusions, semantics is a fascinating field of study that deals with the complex and multidimensional nature of meaning in language. By understanding how words and sentences contain meaning, we can gain insights into how people think, communicate, and interact with each other. Whether we are creating dictionary entries, interpreting nonverbal cues, or evoking mental image through language, and understanding of semantics is essential for effective communication and successful interaction in all areas of life. I think that's our presentation from me. Thank you for your attention, and I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.